This is a day when we're out of the main city, Pyongyang, and we're out into an extraordinary area called the Kumgang Mountain, all that, where we walk up a riverbed. So it's quite sort of roughy-tufty work. We have our minders. I have two guides, So Yang and Chon Chong, and then the minders are about 5 or 6 of them from the company that runs tourism in North Korea. And we're climbing up this extraordinary rocky stream. Some stacks of rocks seem to be hanging by a thread. Others have collapsed already. We have to pick our way carefully around the scattered remnants. Our minders don't look happy at all. This is not their preferred environment, and none of them is dressed for the sharply dropping temperatures as we climb higher. They're like city boys on an outward bound course, still wearing black suits and black leather shoes. They look upwards uneasily, and eventually, when they've reached a point where the path tunnels beneath a rocky outcrop, they decide to take shelter and leave us to go ahead on our own. This is quite a rare thing, because they were supposed to supervise every shot we did. Anyway, myself and the crew and So Yang went on and found a place where we could stop and talk. So Yang opens a picnic box and hands me a sandwich. That feels like rather an intimate moment, taking me back to my childhood, evoking memories of school trips up the steep valleys outside Sheffield. The interview is relaxed, but as soon as anything political is mentioned, her guard is up. She knows that the camera's turning, and that although the minders are absent, they will still check every foot of the recording. My hope is that if I'm open about the foibles of our leaders, she will open up about her own. Our way of life is based on freedom of speech, I say. People can be as rude as they like about their leaders. In my country, we're able to criticise our leaders if they do something wrong, and like any human beings, they frequently do make mistakes. So Yang plays it straight back to me. That's what makes us so different, she replies. Our leaders are very great. They're not individuals. They represent the masses, so we cannot criticise ourselves, can we? I don't really know where to go with this. Criticising our leaders is like criticising ourselves, she persists. We fence with each other in this sublime landscape. I'm trying to break down the barriers between us, which frustratingly are not human, but ideological. I know So Yang to be bright and intelligent. She tells me she's read Jane Austen and Charlotte Bronte and Charles Dickens, so she must know that other cultures do things differently, and that Dickens, of all people, found much about his country to criticise. But it's no good. She won't be led. It's as if the only thing she'll criticise is criticism itself.